The Toyota RAV4 is at this point not the humble SUV it used to be. With a general length of 180.9 inches, the 2023 RAV4 creates a shaded area almost 20 inches longer than its progenitor from 1996, the main model year that Toyota sold the RAV4 on our shores. Those searching for a Toyota SUV closer in size to that of the first RAV4 might end up better served by the subcompact Corolla Cross. Estimating it at 175.6 inches long, the Corolla Cross is more modest than the present RAV4, yet outstandingly bigger than the first Gen 4 entryway RAV4. All things considered, the Corolla Cross drives less than its size recommends, making it sensibly simple to explore this subcompact SUV through jam-packed city roads. Its more smaller size, be that as it may, implies the Corolla Cross penances inside space comparative with the bigger RAV4. Notwithstanding their disparities, these two Toyota models make certain to be cross-shopped by numerous purchasers searching for a little generally reasonable SUV. Figuring out which one checks out for your necessities and spending plan, however, may require a smidgen of additional exploration. Luckily, we've done a portion of the work for you by looking at these two models' key particulars. The most remarkable elements the Corolla Cross needs comparative with the RAV4 are its accessible module powertrain and more extensive inside. With up to 88.4 cubic feet of EPA traveler volume, the Corolla Cross misses the mark regarding the RAV4's by 12.93 d squares. The Corolla Cross's freight volume is likewise significantly more modest than that of the RAV4. Its greatest limit of 25.5 cubic feet with all seats set up is a full 12.0 cubic feet, not exactly the most extreme limit of a RAV4 with its back seats up. Both the Corolla Cross and RAV4 come sensibly exceptional in their base structures, as the two SUVs incorporate comforts, for example, a computerized instrument group show and a touchscreen infotainment framework. Befitting its bigger impression, the RAV4 comes standard with a greater 7.0-inch bunch screen. The Corolla Cross manages with a 4.2-inch show. The two models come norm with a 8.0-inch infotainment screen. Each offers bigger presentation choices as well. A 12.3-inch computerized measure group and a 10.5-inch infotainment screen are accessible on the RAV4. In the meantime, the Corolla Cross is accessible with a 7.0-inch computerized measure group. Though the Corolla Cross is accessible in only 6 trims, the RAV4 offers 15 trims for purchasers to browse. This permits the RAV4 to adjust to the requirements of purchasers better. The RAV4 Experience and TRD rough terrain levels, for example, are more rough terrain centered. They should permit the minimal Toyota SUV to go a piece farther off in an unexpected direction than the Corolla Cross and other more on-street situated RAV4 models. In the event that you settle on the Corolla Cross's entrance-level 4-chamber power plant, you would be wise to not anticipate a lot of, in that frame of mind, of straight-line speed increase. An all-wheel drive Corolla Cross required 9.2 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour under our supervision. We've yet to put a mixture Corolla get through our flood of tests. However, all of us are nevertheless sure it'll outstandingly refine the less strong non-hybrid Corolla Cross's presentation. Toyota gauges the gas-electric model will cut essentially a second from the gas-just Corolla Cross rushed to the mile-a-minute imprint. The Corolla Cross isn't especially captivating to drive on twistier landing area. All things being equal, the SUV focuses on actually agreeable ride quality over unique ability. All things considered, the Corolla Cross's low exertion directing, tall seating position, and conservative aspects make it simple to put in rush hour gridlock and move through packed parking areas. Not at all like the ice sheet slow Corolla Cross, the RAV4's entrance-level powertrain offers satisfactory speed increase, with an all-wheel drive model hitting 60 miles per hour in 8.0 seconds in our testing. However, we'd like somewhat more snort from the 203 HP 4-chamber motor. We'd kill for extra sound-stifling materials in the firewall, or a motor that sings a superior tune. With no guarantees, the 2.5-liter inline-4 snarls coarsely as it fires up ascent. The RAV4 half-and-half's 4-chamber is no greater sounding, as the powertrain's CVT intensifies the robot of the motor under weighty speed increase. In any case, the gas-electric power plants and additional 16 ponies are a welcome option. Helping a RAV4 crossbreed, we tried hit 60 miles per hour in 7.4 seconds. Obviously, the 302 HP Ray V4 Prime is the powertrain of decision for the individuals who set speed increase up in place of worship. The module crossbreed SUV soared to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. Unfortunately, the Excellence undercarriage and slowing down elements neglect to enough match its powertrain's speed increase capacities. Like lesser RAV4S, the Great's Solace-situated suspension arrangement's delicate springs bring about abundant body movements. Despite what powers it, the Ray V4 is definitely not a smaller SUV for the driving lover. Regardless of what powers it, the Corolla Cross is a fuel misanthrope. Go the non-hybrid course and you're taking a gander at a subcompact SUV with EPA efficiency evaluations of 31 MPG city, 33 MPG throughway, and 32 MPG joined. Adding all-wheel drive drops those figures down to 29, 32, 30 individually. The EPA presently can't seem to deliver gauges for the half-and-half model. Nonetheless, Toyota gauges the gas-electric Corolla Cross will taste a gallon of fuel each 45 miles in the city, and each 38 miles on the throughway. On the off chance that you do a great deal of roadway driving and aren't keen on a crossbreed powertrain, then, at that point, the ordinary 4-chamber Ray V4 stands apart for its EPA-assessed throughway mileage rating of up to 35 MPG in front drive structure. Decide on all-wheel drive, and that aggregate tumbles to 34 MPG in LE appearance, and as low as 32 MPG for any semblance of the TRD rough terrain trim. Both front and all-wheel drive Ray V4S return up to 27 MPG per the EPA, with the path-centered TRD rough terrain netting 25 MPG. City inhabitants searching for top effectiveness from a little exclusively internal combustion Toyota SUV are probably going to find favor with the Corolla Cross and its prevalent EPA gauges. Going the mixture course nets the Ray V4, an EPA-assessed 41 MPG city, 38 MPG expressway, and 40 MPG consolidated. Those evaluations tumble to 38, 35, 37, separately, for the more rough terrain arranged forest release. The module RAV4 Prime, in the interim, matches the Forest's joined figure of 38 MPG, while working as a mixture. With the guide of its electric just drive mode, the Excellence energy utilization comes in at an expected 94 MPG. Albeit the Prime should go an expected 42 miles on battery power alone, with a full charge. A Great We Tried started up its gas motor after 32 miles in our reach test. Toyota at first offered the Corolla Cross with only a 169 HP PID 2.0-liter 4-chamber for the 2022 model year. For 2023, the automaker adds a subsequent power source choice. The 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross half-breed coordinates a 2.0-liter 4-chamber motor with a triplet of electric engines to siphon out 196 strength. All-wheel drive comes standard kindness of the powertrain's back-mounted engine. An electronically controlled consistently factor transmission, CVT, divides out capacity to the front wheels. As it did last year, the rigorously internal combustion Corolla Cross comes standard with front-wheel drive, albeit all-wheel drive is alternatively accessible. A CVT with a decent first stuff is the sole transmission accessible with this motor. The 2023 Toyota Ray V4 offers 3 different power source choices. The most unstrong arrangement is a 203 HP 2.5-liter 4-chamber motor that mates to an 8-speed programmed gearbox. Front-wheel drive is the default arrangement, and all-wheel drive is alternatively accessible. This motor blesses the Ray V4 with sensible straight-line speed increase. However, the motor sounds rather abrupt while turning at higher fires up. A tad more oomph can bounce up to the SUV's discretionary mixture powertrain that joins a 2.5-liter 4-chamber with 3 electric engines to create a consolidated 219 drive. Like the fuel-electric Corolla Cross, the half-breed Ray V4 highlights an electronically controlled CVT and all-wheel drive politeness of a back-mounted electric engine. At the highest point of the Ray V4's powertrain pecking order sits another gas-electric arrangement. The 2023 Ray V4 Prime highlights a module half-and-half powertrain that manages the cost of it an expected battery electric traveling scope of 42 miles. Credit the Superb's huge limit battery pack. As in the lesser half-and-half RAV4, the Excellent highlights 3 electric engines, including a back-mounted unit that nets the SUV standard all-wheel drive. An electronically controlled CVT gives out capacity to the front wheels. With the new destruction of the CHR, the Corolla Cross is presently the littlest SUV that Toyota sells on our shores. Its cost mirrors this. With a beginning amount of $24,945, the passage-level Corolla Cross L undermines the base RAV4 LE by $4,665. Settle on the better-prepared Corolla Cross LE, and the delta between these two Toyota SUVs tumbles to $2,335. Capturing a Corolla Cross half and half will hamper you $29,305. That is $305, not exactly the base RAV4. Those with near $30,000 or more to spend that favor eco-friendliness and a lower beginning aggregate. Once again, more open inside facilities might be ideally serviced by the more eco-friendly, however more modest gas-electric Corolla Cross than by the greater yet thirstier passage-level RAV4 RAV. Obviously, a few purchasers favor both eco-friendliness and inside space. That is where the RAV4 half-breed and RAV4 Prime module mixture come in. The previous beginnings at $32,560 in passage-level LE structure. A $2,950 upcharge over the non-hybrid RAV4 LE. Plan to spend enormous dollars to get into a module Prime. The most affordable RAV4 Prime, the SE, begins at $44,425. That is $9,170 more than the plugless gas-electric RAV4 SEE. My friend, please spare a little time and subscribe to support the channel and like the video. Don't forget to turn on the notifications to be notified of new videos in time.